All right, so I'm gonna give you two problems on the board. One's multiplication, one's dividing. Then you're gonna use your calculator, you're gonna do the problem, you're gonna write the answer down. And then I'm gonna show you how to round the answer according to sig fig rules, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to use significant figures when multiplying and dividing. Where is this applicable, or how does this work? Why do we learn this? On the back of your reference table, you don't have to take it out. There's all these equations we're going to be using. And sometimes the regents or a test question will say, use, whatever, how am I going to explain it? There's a question where you have to use one of these equations. You solve one of these equations, and then the question says, round your answer using proper significant figure rules. So, for example, we're going to be using this equation in the next couple weeks. Do not write this down. So we're going to be using this equation. T1 V1 over T1 equals P2 V2 over T2. And you're going to do algebra, essentially. And you're going to solve for, I don't know, V1. So you're going to get V1 equals some number, okay, 10.68 liters. Well, then the question is going to say, round your answer to the proper number of significant figures. Well, this is multiplying and dividing. So I have to teach you the rule before you can get this question right. Because on the regents, this question might be worth 3 points. One for showing work, taking numbers and plugging them in, that's 1 point. 2, get the right answer. 3, round it using significant figures. So if you wrote this and that's not the right answer because you didn't round it correctly, you lose a point. So I'm explaining why we're doing this. I like to do that as much as I can so you're not just learning something and then never really understanding why. So we're going to be using this throughout the year. That's why we're learning it early in the year, okay? So let me give you a couple problems and we'll see how we do. All right, so let's say we're multiplying 2.4 grams. Now let's do centimeters. 2.4 centimeters times 12.92 centimeters times, oh, I don't know, let's go with 0.0467 centimeters. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And then whatever number pops up on the calculator, just write the entire number down. Don't round it. Okay, I'll come back to that. Then do the division problem. I mean, the math is easy. That's not the hard part. The hard part is learning how to round it. So multiply those 3 numbers, divide those 2 numbers, get your final answer. Write down all the numbers on the calculator. Taylor, what'd you get for the top one here?
I got 1.4480736.
Who knows the unit on that?
Meters.
Subset.
Huh?
What's up?
I said I think it's going wrong.
Okay. Did anyone else get that?
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay. What's the units on it? Sorry.
Meter.
Isn't it centimeters?
Centimeters cubed is the answer. Why? There's the unit.
You just multiply the
Because it's centimeters times centimeters times centimeters, which is centimeters cubed. What's that a unit of measure? What do you measure that centimeters cubed with? Volume, very good. That's a volume measurement, okay? All right, down here. Kayla, what'd you get?
810.909.
801 or 810?
Yeah.
Point
90909.
909.
It's repeated.
Okay, good enough. And what's the units on that? Liters divided by liters. Just liters. Just liters, because you're dividing. Okay, liters by liters. Now, I'm going to write the real answer using sig fig rules. and you are going to talk to a neighbor and discuss what the rule is. Here it is. So this one is 1.4 centimeters cubed. This one, oh boy. We're not doing this. Trust me, that's going to confuse you. Do this one instead. 12.5 divided by, I don't know, we'll keep it simple, 2.1. Yeah. Do that one. Sorry, I mean it off the top of my head, I should have thought that through. That would just confuse us. Devin, what'd you get for this one?
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
5.9523809.
Is that right? 9523809?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Leaders? Okay. So the real answer for this one is 6.0. Let's do one more. Let's go with 8.33 grams times 1.236 grams. I feel like we need one more example, otherwise you might not pick up what the rule is. So 8.33 times 1.236 grams. Stop doing that. What's the full answer? Jake, what do you got?
I'm not done.
Okay. Okay. Grams squared. The real answer would be 1.03 grams squared.
Yeah.
Decimal should be
It's 10.29.
Did I hear him wrong, maybe? Okay, that's okay. 10, so just this?
Yeah.
All right, so the answer would be 10.3. Okay, so you're going to talk to your neighbors, those two rows and these two rows, figure out what's the rule. Taylor, turn around and talk to Charlie and Zach. They might need some help. What's the rule?
You just
Don't talk to me, talk to your neighbor. Devin, turn around and talk to those two. Nicole,
It depends on some.
we're done with our. This will probably should get Brownie first.
how do you know you're right?
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing on all three of those.
If not, it's just a really odd coincidence. Yeah, right.
It's not what you think it is.
We're probably wrong.
So that's weird because you could still.
So it's not like
Actually,
normal,
no, you
like,
can't.
rounding
That's
up.
not it. That's not what we said isn't right because the top is not right. Because then that wouldn't be right. Are you sure that's right?
All right.
If you're focused on the 10th place, don't be. Here's why. These two are different than that one.
I know what it is.
Yes, all three answers have just the tenths, but these two numbers are different than these.
Well, yeah, they're different than. Oh, okay.
What did we learn yesterday?
Sig fig.
How to count the number of sig figs, right? Why don't we do that? Go ahead, I'm going to give you another 30 seconds with your partner. What is the rule? It has nothing to do with the 10th place.
Oh.
Hey, Blake, I changed the
Talk to your partner. Talk to your people.
I don't know anymore.
If you add
No,
those together, that's
no,
what you
it's
get.
still the same, don't worry about it.
Like free. Oh,
No,
never
it's
mind,
not.
it doesn't work.
I'm right. I shouldn't second guess myself.
This bothers me a lot.
You got 10 seconds. Okay.
It has nothing to do with math.
Any group think they figured it out?
I figured it out.
Just you? Who'd you talk to?
Lake. I was like, what's up, Lake? And I told him.
Bree, who did you talk to? Jen? Okay. Shelby, who'd you talk to? Bree. Jen, who'd you talk to? Does anyone have an idea besides Ryan?
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, my idea is probably wrong. But it's probably right. at the same time.
No one has an idea?
What about me?
Go ahead.
Ask for mine?
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically what you do is when you get the whole number, you don't do anything except use the tenths in the hundreds place. And you use the hundreds place to round the tenths, and then you just put the tenths.
Right, remember when I said it has nothing to do with the tenths?
Yeah, but it does. It has to do with the hundreds.
That's why I told you it has nothing to do with the tenths. It has nothing to do with the tenths place.
Yeah, it does. I know.
It's just a coincidence. It has to do with the number of significant figures. How many significant figures here?
2.
How many here?
Oh.
How many here?
3.
How many here? How many here? 2. How many here? 3. How many here?
2.
How many here?
2.
How many here?
3. 4. 3.
Is it the smallest?
Yes. You round your answer so it has the lowest number of significant figures. That's the rule with adding or multiplying and dividing. Write that down. Round the answer to the lowest number of sig figs. It has nothing to do with decimal places. The reason I had you erase that second problem, I don't know, did you cross it off? No. The second one that we did that I erased was 810.9. We needed to round it to 2 sig figs. So it would have been what? How do you round 810.9 to 2 significant figures?
Just 810.
Yeah, you got to keep it 810, which is really confusing. That's why I erased it. Now it might make a little more sense, but that's a weird number, okay? This is a rule you need to remember. When you multiply and divide, you round your answer so it has the lowest number of significant figures, okay? Let me give you one to practice, then we'll do adding and subtracting. Okay, so what if we had 52.3 liters squared divided by, I don't know, 8.642 liters. Round according to significant figures. So get your answer, then round it according to the rule. And who's it gonna be? Zach's gonna tell us. When you're ready, Zach, go ahead.
The whole answer?
The rounded, the final answer.
Oh, 6.1.
But you gotta be more.
What?
You gotta be more. There's gotta be more numbers.
Oh.
6.1 isn't enough. Here's why. Look up here. How many sig figs in this number?
3.
3. How many here?
4.
4. So your answer has to have 3. Go for the lowest number.
Alright.
So what is it?
6.34.
6.34? 6.34 liters. Anyone else get that?
No.
No. Okay.
How did you even get that?
I think that's 6.
52.3 divided by 8.642. Go ahead, type it in quick.
I got 6 point. What?
Yeah, but you put squared over it, so
What's that do then?
I don't know.
The unit is liters squared, not the number.
Wait, so
The unit is liters
should I
squared.
type it in wrong?
Just do 52.3 divided by. Just divide these two numbers. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, I got 6.
I had 6.5.
What's going on here? Is that right or not?
We got
Isn't it
605.
6.10?
These questions are making me angry.
I got, yeah, I think it's 6.5.
Pissing me off.
Yeah.
So you can't do anything.
6.05.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who told me 6.34?
Right.
He did.
But you.
You crazy.
6 point, what is it? 05?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liters. That's your final answer. Very good, Zach. I don't know if I confused you or what there.
I think
Well, I was more confused than anything. I
Okay,
don't know why.
just divide these numbers and round it to 3 sig figs. That's all we do. Jake, what's going on?
I don't know.
What's going on with this problem? What are you confused about?
Everything.
Well, you know how to divide. That's not what you're confused about. So when you divide those numbers, you get a number in the calculator, which is much longer than this, correct? Yeah, so you just have to round it so your answer has 3 significant figures. 1, 2, 3. That's why we're rounding it to that place. So there's 3 sig figs because this has 3 sig figs, and that's the rule. The rule is you round it to the lowest number of sig figs. That's the only part you need to remember. You know how to do the math. That's easy. It's just rounding it to the lowest number of significant figures. That's the hard part. We're going to have homework. You're going to practice it. So if you guys have trouble, that's okay. Tomorrow, by the time we're done going over it, you'll be better. All right, adding and subtracting now. So that's multiplying, dividing, adding and subtracting. Here we go. Adding and subtracting. So Jake, you might still have some questions, but I want to get through this today. I will be after school. And not just Jake, anybody. If you want to stay, if you need some help, stay and we'll take care of it. But we are going over the homework tomorrow, so you'll probably pick it up then. All right, adding and subtracting. Here we go. 2.3, oh, I don't know. Let's use ATM plus 0.004 ATM plus 1.98 ATM. Go ahead and do that. Write out the entire answer. No rounding.
So it's not the same rule.
The rules are not the same, though. Rules are not the same. But the multiplying and dividing is much more important than this. And 62.45 meters minus 30.6. Okay, so go ahead and do both of those on the calculator. Write your full answer out.
Is anything going to change if it's negative, or if you just do what you would normally do?
Say that
It's
again.
not negative. I just mean like in general.
Oh, if it wasn't, well, we don't get negative numbers in chemistry
True.
because negative numbers don't
Because it's
exist in
not
real life. Only in math world.
Which is a stupid world.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than sig figs. At least like.
What are you talking about, math? I would rather do this. Like,
No, sig figs are actually very significant. I told you yesterday.
They're like ruining my brain right
The
now.
reason they exist is because of the measurements. Actual measurements you make are more significant than others. That's why these exist.
and
But
more significant than.
Like it's
it's
giving
just
me a
something new.
headache.
Something new. All right. Top one. Bree, what'd you get? Don't round it. 4.2 what? 84. Okay. ATM. Okay. Down here. Charlie.
31.763.
Okay. I'm going to write the real answer, and then once again, you're going to discuss what the rule is. It has nothing to do with the number of sig figs.
Oh my goodness.
Was it the other way we saw it last time?
Is it?
It has nothing to do with the number of sig figs. Go ahead, talk to your people.
People, I think.
Tell them what you think. Think, pair, share. It's called thinking. You're in a pair. You're gonna share with the class.
Yeah.
Yo, Blake. I'm gonna tell you what the thing is.
My hair.
It has nothing to do with the number of sig figs.
It's easy. This one's different because you didn't say anything about the spot. It's you just do tens. You just round it.
Are you good with that?
Look at
Jake, what are you talking to?
4 point.
Like whatever the last number is.
Talk to Kayla. Kayla, share your ideas with Jake.
So like,
Devin, who are you talking to?
round
We already
to
talked.
six.
All right.
So you round to the six.
Yeah,
On the bottom
what are you
one.
talking to?
And then it would say six.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Oh, yeah. We didn't even talk about this.
What's the rule? That's what you're talking about.
I got it. I know what it is.
It's not the number of sig figs.
I know what it is.
Evan, who are you talking to? Alright. You did figure it out. Edwin's got the answer. Go ahead.
No, I didn't.
Evan's got it?
No, I didn't.
E squared over there? What do you guys got?
I got it.
Nothing?
Oh, they got it.
Isla, what do you think? Anybody besides Ryan?
I know it.
Listen, if this class was like the last class on earth, you're gonna let him make all the decisions?
Is it the
Yeah,
last
but it's
one?
not
or
the last
round?
class.
Treat it that way. You gotta be more aggressive. Don't just let
I
him
would
do
be really
everything.
happy if it was the last class.
Yeah, be aggressive, guys. Attack
Right.
the
Yeah,
The
Joe was
species is
like,
dying out fast.
attack the chemistry questions. Don't let the chemistry questions get the better of you. You need to.
Anybody got an idea besides Ryan?
Even if you're not right. it's-
Even if you're not
tapping
right,
the
give me an idea.
Blake,
the
I
last
told
number
you.
you
Come on, just answer.
The last
Ryan,
number
you
that
know,
you rounded to?
Like
Like,
you.
like, does that round everything else up? Just like the
Yeah,
Blake, come on, I
so
told you.
you would
You
round
must
like
say
the
Blake
six,
knows.
it would stay six because 3 is less than 5, where the top one, because.
Oh, no.
I got it.
Good try. Thanks for trying. Blake.
I got it.
You
No,
said
Jake.
no.
Said something about
And that might be for me.
It's alright. I'll call right back.
Right.
I gotta finish this.
Can Brian just get it?
No, pay attention. I'll call right back. So, the rule is not counting the number of sig figs. What are you doing right now?
me.
Yeah, you.
I'm trying to fix this train.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're
Oh,
texting.
get out of here.
The rule is
Sounds really nice.
round it
Yeah.
to the lowest number of decimal places.
Come on, Blake. Why didn't you say it?
So,
Isn't that-
look. 1 decimal place, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 decimal place. So 1 is the lowest. This has 2 decimal places, this has 3, so this should have 2. So when you're adding and subtracting, you round it to the lowest number of decimal places. Nothing to do with the number of sig figs. Put that down. Round your answer to the lowest number of decimal places. I'm going to give you another example. You do it on your own. I'll go call the office act. If it's for you, it probably is.
Recording.
Yes.
We need Zach Hilton at the office. He's leaving. They called him.
Yeah, I figured. Not yet. Hold on. Okay.
Oh
So,
my god. I'm getting
3.4 grams plus 1.98 grams equals. Very simple problem. Add it, round it according to what we just said. Here's your homework due tomorrow. But we are not done. Zach, can we everyone else? We're still moving on. Zach, do the front and back.
Alright.
Good luck. Tug your ass out. Alright, this should be pretty simple.